race gets underway very soon. It's Rueda, Lunetta and Salvador on the front row. David Alonso, Azman and Farioli on row 2.
And then on row number 4 we've got Rueda from Zuratuza, and on row number 6. And then further down the grid we have Daniel Sharil, one of the junior talent team riders, with Volpe alongside him, and Colin Vire. And then further down the grid we have Collins, Alfano, Gurdon, and then...
Well, they were in the top left screen. They've gone out, and it's Rueda who gets away well from pole position. Salvador not getting quite the jump he'd have hoped for from the outside of row 1. It's the number 94 of Lambas getting a great start, and he's going to get the whole shot into turn 1. Teammate of Rueda started from row 3. That's the number 7 of Filippo Farioli running by the Aspar Junior Team rider at the final corner. But
as well coming through turn 4, so the riders get themselves well and truly in the mix. Have we got a change of lead coming up? Yes, we do. Rueda, my tip for the win.
Brasri 7th, Jabi Zuratuza, the rookie, in 8th. Marossi in 9th, and Adrian Cruzes not making the best of getaways either from 9th. He's in 10th place.
Change of
ranks in the Moto 3 World Championship. So a full house then in the Aspar garage. They're going to be cheering on, of course, David Alonso.
And that's David Alonso on the number 80 Aspar machine, taking over the lead from the 99 of Rueda. In a race, you will be given a long lap penalty, so that's probably one ticked off the box for Alonso at the moment.
I've just seen there, Piqueras is now up into 10th place. There he is, the number 18, just at the back of his shot. Going to get a replay here, are we?
Oh, that was a...
Yeah, a bit of a nasty high side coming out of turn 11. Good to see.
Rolled a little bit as well.
Yeah, good to see Eddie O'Shea walking up and okay for that. It's been a great season so far for Eddie O'Shea, actually. His best qualifying.
It was, well, 3rd at the time and is still 3rd, but that's 0.4 of a second quicker than your race leader, David Alonso. So Piqueras is coming.
He absolutely is. He's coming, and I think he's arrived. Latched onto the back of Brasri. There he is. In 8th place. So yeah, Angel Piqueras from the back of the grid, ladies and gentlemen.
With only 14 laps to go, 13 as to cross the line any second now. But as we say that, just flash up a screen. Angel Piqueras is...
No, it wasn't Angel Piqueras.
What's going to happen? Do I let some others lead? But as you said, he is on fire at the moment, and he is looking on form and will not be wanting to...
About Liam is he's probably used a lot more of his tyre than the race leaders coming from the back of the grid, obviously pushing really hard to get to the front. So that's something that we've got to look out for. Ignore the graphic on the right-hand side. Angel Piqueras hasn't crashed. I think there's just a technical glitch there. There's number 66 of Philip Ton crashes out. Thankfully walks away. Looks a little bit behind Piqueras. But yeah, I don't think Piqueras is going to be able to pull away. If he proves me wrong, then absolutely fair play. That will go down as one of the all-time greatest rides here.
Group to have 10 riders all scrapping out for the podium positions here at the Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia. And we've still got 10.5 laps to go. Do we have...
Turn 2 though, wide sweeping line for Piqueras, but just hold station for now. So David Alonso is your new race leader from Rueda, and Angel Piqueras. David Salvador there in today. 9.5 laps to go. David Salvador up the inside at turn 5. That isn't a popular passing place, but Salvador, the number 38, making it work there. There's two behind Brasri in 6th place, sorry now.
Yeah, we saw this from Brasri and Estoril. He was part of that second group for a long time before eventually catching the leaders with a few laps to go. So he's sort of just bedding himself
in good ground. He's now up into 3rd place. Piqueras is going to lead over the line. 9 laps to go from David Alonso, but took profit from Rueda running onto the green. As talking of Rueda, shoves it up the inside of Adrian Cruzes, says thank you.
Ahead of David Alonso and David Salvador as well. But do we have a change for 3rd? No, we don't. Almanza, he's really making his case for the podium known with some late breaking moves. He's trying...
Thank you very much, mate. I'm coming through. That was an aggressive move then from Rueda, as Angel Piqueras just takes a tear off, loses a little bit of time, but not too much. Rueda then up the inside at turn 2. We saw David Salvador.
Oh, there's a bit of contact there with Rueda
and 5.
There was a bit of contact there with Rueda and Farioli into turn number 4, but both are still okay. They're both on track. But
so yeah, 9 riders in this class moving up as we get a track limits warning then for number 18, your race leader, Angel Piqueras. We mentioned, didn't we, Liam, that we saw him running onto the green a few times. That gets a little bit close there between Almanza.
Side Almanza. He had to run onto the green there, but that was do or die.
Alonso to demote Alonso down into 4th place. There is the reigning junior world champion, junior GP world champion, Daniel Holgado.
Into turn number 1. He's still not giving this up. He's kept 2nd, but he had to use the green to move into that 2nd. Undo all the work that he's done coming from at the back of the grid.
Almanza then up the inside at turn 6. Great move from David Almanza. He now leads the race from the 6th row.
The number 22. But yeah, Ellie, as you were saying, there's track limits 1 coming up for your race leader, Angel Piqueras. Now, if he gets another to the top 11, and it's actually Yambias on the number 94 who was leading this race, remember, at the start, who's now slipped to the back. Hold on! We've got Fabiola down! And he's taken down also Almanza.
That's counter there for number 3. David Alonso then making his way up the inside of David Salvador up into 2nd place. There's going to be 3 laps to go when they cross the line. Angel Piqueras leading from Alonso. David Salvador, David Alonso is in 3rd. Jose Antonio Rueda is in 4th. The championship leader coming into this race, Boazri, is 5th. Cruces is 6th. Lambias.
Salvador's actually been very good into the double right-hander, turns 4 and 5 the last few laps, making moves every time he can, so that's definitely something he's going to be lining up in the last lap.
The brakes there for David Salvador, but all this scrapping is just letting Piqueras.
Wow, that was a huge moment there for Azman, out of the seat, out of turn number 2, but managed to stay on the bike. That's a bit of a gap now to
Boazri, the number 33. Look out for Boazri. He's making moves now. He's up into 2nd place, is Boazri. So late race pace here from Tactical Boazri, the tyre rider. But it's going to be, is he going to be into 2nd? I think David Salvador might be having a lunge there. No, not quite. Oh, yes, he is. A little bit of a late on
the final lap. So he'll be hoping to do much of the same, but without the warning.
It's getting busy now, isn't it? Boazri up the inside of Salvador into turn 8. But Salvador's going to return the favour down into turn 11. That was a bit aggressive, but harsh and fair from the number 38, David Salvador. Piqueras taking another tear off.
Circuit. He's got a bit of a gap as Piqueras over Salvador, so that doesn't give Salvador any opportunity into turn number 5, where he's been so strong so far in this race.
Close there, it's David Alonso into 4th place. Piqueras holds it into turn 1. David Alonso now up into 3rd place. Now so the final podium position. We pan back, last corner time, David Alonso up the inside, Salvador up the inside into 3rd place. Is it going to be David Alonso then? Piqueras is going to tuck into the slipstream of David Alonso, but it looks like David Alonso is just going to have enough. Is he? Yes! Just.
Wow.
What is that margin? A 10th? No. Marcos Rueda in 8th place. They're all in the hunt for victory at one stage. Facundo Lambias, he was 9th to the top 20 on the grid with Colin Vire and Soma Gorbe, the first Northern Talent Cup champions. And there is David Almanza, then crashed out. Innocent party at turn 4 with Filippo Farioli high siding in front of him, unfortunately. But